Right, talking of the Jolly Miller, there's been a little hype on the forum about this. Coity's put this up. He's gone to a lot of work to get this organised, and all I can say is anybody that's free on Saturday the 19th of December from 6 o'clock, put your name forward on the thread on the forum about the Xmas party, because I promise you this, Lee's closing the Miller down except for the people that are there. He's giving that night up just for the NPF to have a Christmas party, which is, you know, on one of his busiest nights of the year. That's fantastic. He's putting on a 4-course meal for 15 quid. Included in that 15 quid is going to be your entertainment all night. Now, he's set up, he's got a PA system there, a music system and whatever. And I promise you now, with me and Coity have sorted some great stuff out. You will have a fun night. For 15 quid, you cannot go wrong. I know for sure, me and Mrs. Cargard are going to be there. Sean and Mrs. McGuigan are going to be there. There's 3 or 4 of the sensations are definitely going to be there. Phil Mack, Colin Taylor, a little exclusive. I spoke to Gary last night from Circus, invited Gary and his cardroom team there because they're all off on that Saturday, and he has said there will definitely be 4 or 5 of the Circus cardroom there as well. Get yourself along, post your interest up on there, and let me know, and I'll get a £5 deposit off all of you, or give it a Coity or whatever. Let's get there and have a great night. The more the merrier. I promise you it'll be great fun. You know what we're like when we all get together. We're going to have a great crack. So let's support that, because it will be a fantastic night, and the food is not too bad at all at the Jolly Miller. For 15 quid, you cannot go wrong. It'll be a good night. And it's Mr. Cardsguard's birthday that night as well, so you're all invited to my birthday party at the Jolly Miller, but bring your 15 quids along the way. Right, I've gone out of sync really. I should have said this before that. The one-way poker game was last weekend at Asper's Casino. Over 200 runners, and it was taken down by Brick on the River, James Howard, who provided obviously a lot of excitement and a lot of joy for the people that backed him to play in that game. I don't know how many people paid for him to get into that game, but he obviously got his back as a return. I'm not sure how much was first prize, anybody?
1,500, I think.
There you go, got 1,500 quid for, how much was the entry?
50.
For 50 quid. You can't say fair on that. Not sure. I'm not sure how it was paid out, whether it's paid in cash or whether it got paid into an online account, because I didn't really take any notice of the game because I wasn't going to be here. But congratulations, and congratulations to, I think Scoop went fairly deep in that one as well, or one of Scoop's mates, and a couple of other NPFers. Stumpy hung on in there with a short stack for a while, as he always does, and just missed out. But again, that's Asper's proving that they can put on a good game that can get over 200 runners. We just need one other casino in Newcastle to pull the finger out, and we will be okay again. Coming to the end, because we've rattled through, but just a couple of things that we have mentioned before. We have the APAC game coming up on the 23rd of January. The team, as you know, was picked. I went through that while I was away. Again, congratulations to everyone who made it. Commiserations to everyone who missed out. But let me just say this. It would not have mattered. He could have picked 7 different teams of 8 players that would have all had the same chance that this team has got. Such a difficult decision, and, you know, people disappointed that they missed out. People maybe don't agree with the selections. A thankless task. Nobody wanted to pick the team. Phil stepped up and did it. Got to commend him for that. And as I said, all the people that applied, he could have picked 17 different teams of 8 players from the forum, and they would have all had a good chance. We've got that many good players on the poker forum. You know, there's only 8 can go. But if you're not coming, get yourself down there, because last year, if you look, the little thing that Scotty put up with the review of last year with the pictures, if you look at the pictures of the rail, you will see it's mostly NPF round the top corner of the rail. It was the best atmosphere I have played poker in for, well, forever really. Apart from our own NPF championship game, our NPF team game, that was the dogs. Get yourself down there if you want to, if you want to go. And there are a few spaces left at a hotel that Team Dobbs has block booked. PM him if you want a room. I'm not sure what he's got, whether he's got doubles, singles, twins, I'm not sure. PM him and ask him what you want. He'll tell you if he's got the spaces. Let you have them. They're a very reasonable rate as well, and you get an option on a third night, I think, for free. So, as I say, it is worth coming just for the experience of experiencing the rail when it's down to 3 or 4 tables. It's unbelievable. I never ever experienced anything like that until last year, and I buzzed off it. You know, it was great. So get PM today if you want to go, and don't miss out. It'll be a fantastic weekend away anyway. And then, on talking of times away, of course, the WSOP next year. The hype's on there already. There's lots of bits and pieces posted up. I've posted up a thing where I've got some rates for all the hotel rooms, and if you want to go, you can stop in somewhere like the Stratosphere for $360 for those 10 days, and the rooms with 2 beds in, so you can share. It's $180 a person, which is 120 quid. You know, you can't even stop in England anywhere for 10 days for 120 quid. So again, the only thing I will say is if you want to go, you have to get your flights quickly, because as soon as that schedule comes out properly, or even though there's some leaked schedules out there, which will probably be the WSOP schedules, once they come out properly, the flights will go like that. And when you do get a flight, it'll be £300 or £400 more than it is you can book it now. We have decided to go on the 14th of June and come back on the 24th. As far as we can see, that encompasses a seniors event, which is in the middle of that block. It encompasses a $1,500 event on the 16th, a $1,000 event on the 19th, and another $1,500 event on the 21st. So if you want to play, you've got a choice of 3 there to play, or all 3. Obviously, you cannot play the seniors unless you're ancient like Team Dobbs. But, you know, them other 3, you can get in and play all of those, 1 of those, 2 of those, whatever, you know. Anyone that's been to Vegas before will understand what it's like. Anyone who hasn't been, if you can afford to go and you want a great crack, get yourself out there with the boys. We're going to try and get 15 to 20 out there. It's going to be great. Absolutely great. Anyway, that's the end of it. My knees are knocking because it's freezing in here. You cannot just about see my breath, but I guarantee you within the next 2 weeks there'll be air coming out of my mouth. Well, there is air in here, but you'll be able to see it coming out of my mouth because it's bloody freezing in here. That's the end. But as always, we're going to leave you with a question. And as we mentioned before, Sunday sees the December 10. Forget the November 9, that's nothing compared to the December 10 that's happening in the Circus Casino on Saturday. 4 dobbers, 3 Radgies, 1 Northern Light, 1 Sensation and a kiddie fiddler. Who's going to win? You decide.